In the meantime, we turn to the other news tonight and to President Biden in Kentucky, witnessing the devastation with that landmark bill on climate and reducing health care and prescription drug costs now having passed the Senate, now set to be passed in the House later this week. President Biden now on the verge of a hard-fought victory. But it was that devastation in Kentucky the president spoke of today, and in this bill, the largest investment ever in the U.S. to fight climate change. Also in the bill, cutting the cost of prescription drugs for seniors. And for the first time, Medicare would be allowed to negotiate the price of drugs and to cap out-of-pocket expenses. On climate, the tax breaks for Americans looking to buy electric cars to make their homes more energy efficient. And to pay for it, raising taxes on the highest earning corporations and lowering the deficit, too. Tonight, as I mentioned, this heads to the House next. How soon will it be on the president's desk? And what Republicans blocked, what would have been a cap on insulin costs for many Americans, and what they're saying about this bill. Rachel Scott on the Hill tonight.
Today, President Biden surveyed the damage from the deadly and catastrophic flooding in eastern Kentucky, pointing to the climate crisis.
As you all know, we've suffered a consequence of climate change, a significant number of weather catastrophes around the nation.
The president is on the verge of a hard-fought victory. The Inflation Reduction Act, which will reduce prescription drug costs, lower the deficit, and includes the largest U.S. commitment ever to fighting climate change.
That's a big deal, changing people's lives. There's a whole range of things that are really game changers for ordinary folks.
Democrats tonight pushing on the changes coming for health care. For the first time, Medicare will be able to negotiate the price of prescription drugs with pharmaceutical companies and cap out-of-pocket expenses for seniors at $2,000 a year. The bill would also lower premiums for Americans buying their own health insurance. It would be paid for by increasing taxes on top corporations. And on climate, the roughly $740 billion package would help Americans who are looking to buy an electric vehicle, including a $7,500 tax credit for buying certain new electric vehicles and $4,000 for purchasing used ones. Plus tax breaks for Americans who make their homes more energy efficient by installing solar panels. Democrats say those savings will add up.
Your electric bill will go down. It's estimated by 2030 the average New Yorker will save between $730 and $1,130 a year on your electric bill, on your energy bill.
But Democrats didn't get everything they wanted, and they're taking aim at Republicans for what they blocked. During a marathon 15-hour debate, Republicans successfully blocked a $35 cap on insulin for millions of Americans. In Dunwoody, Georgia, Teresa Acosta's 13-year-old son, Bauer, has type 1 diabetes. She says the cost of insulin can be too much to handle.
My son can't live without insulin. So it's really important that we're able to afford for him to live, obviously, and then for his future, too.
Today, the president acknowledged it will take time for Americans to feel the relief. And even Democrats acknowledge, in the beginning, this will have minimal impact on inflation. Senate Republicans united in opposition.
It's not going to reduce inflation in any meaningful way.
And tonight, with the midterms approaching, the larger political question. The president with approval ratings at historic lows, but now with a string of recent victories. This new bill that cuts prescription costs and a historic investment in fighting climate change. The recent bipartisan bill passed to make high-tech semiconductor chips in America. And last week, the killing of al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri. But it's an open question if these victories will boost his approval ratings and Democrats' chances this fall.
Well, that is the question. So let's get right to Rachel Scott live on the Hill tonight. Rachel, as you know, less than 100 days now to the midterms in November. Obviously, President Biden eager to sign this bill, eager to get out into the country now to list these accomplishments. But as you point out, the question, will it land with voters?
Yes, David, it's the question that's hanging over these midterm elections. I'm told the president wants to get out in the country and sell this bill directly to the American people. This is the legislative victory that many Democrats in these tight races have been waiting for. And tonight, the president is urging the House to pass this as quickly as possible. They are expected to take it up by the end of the week, David.
By the end of the week. Rachel Scott leading us off tonight. Rachel, thank you.